Oh.
All right, now. Hey, everybody. This is Jasper Voorhees. I get filling in for Shellback TJC, and I have the illustrious Chris Knight from the Real Review 3000, and he's gonna watch the latest Mandalorian trailer with me, and we're gonna talk about it for just a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I'm not forced to be here by any means. I was not threatened, nor was.
Yes, yeah, yes. Shellback is the only one that is detained, or well,
It looks like Jasper has had to deal with Shellback in just a second. But I'm sure he'll be right back, which is interesting. So we'll wait just a second and we'll see what's going on here. Oh, there you are.
what the hell?
Did Shellback do something that you had to go and take care of some business? I think that's what happened.
Man, I don't.
That's okay.
Um,
You're here.
well,
I see.
all right then. I hate it when that stuff happens.
Well,
it makes me want to.
Okay.
It makes me want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Chopping them things.
Yeah. Don't incriminate yourself. Chopping some things like broccoli, right?
Yeah.
Are you chopping broccoli?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Chopping broccoli.
Yeah, vegetables or things that soon will be.
Okay, cool. That's
yeah.
good.
All right. Well, let me just give this thing a couple of seconds to make sure it's gonna stay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I with all this modern technology, newfangled stuff.
Well, things have changed since Jason and you grew up at the camp.
Yeah. Well, we didn't grow up at the camp, but we were close.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
See, women don't show themselves like they used to then, free and willingly, and there's
well
changed. And we have SJWs, which I'm sure you've met. So,
well, I don't like to talk about them, but yeah, I mean, they're usually the first ones to get hit.
Hit as in just smacking the back of the head, right?
Well, taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. That's the ticket.
All right. All right. Well, then I guess without any further ado, we can go ahead and play this and talk about it for a few minutes, and then we'll just go ahead and call it a night.
Okay.
How about that?
That sounds great. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
All right. Yeah. Hit it.
Is the world more peaceful since the revolution? It is a shame that your people suffered. But bounty hunting is a complicated profession. They said you were coming. They said you were the best in the parsec. Would you agree?
Interesting.
Mandalorian, look outside. They are waiting for you. Yeah? Good.
That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. They'd be like, Jasper, they're outside waiting for you, and I'd be like, good. Like instant
full screen.
Instant targets. Yeah, let's not give them any.
We don't want to give Disney too much
commercial time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now that's those things that they were riding. I believe those are called blurgs.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Trandoshan that he was fighting. That's what Bosk. That's what Bosk is. You know, he's a I do believe Trandoshan. So I don't know if that was supposed to have been. I don't know if that was supposed to have been Bosk himself, but it was at least a Trandoshan. But yeah, it looks really good to me. I don't know.
Looks good.
Here's my dilemma. Like everything I've seen about this show has me excited, and I wish I felt this way about the movies. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
The sequel trilogy, that is. I mean, 1 through 6, yeah, it's but like I 7, 8, and the upcoming 9, yeah, I'm not excited like I am when I watch these Mandalorian trailers. And that's despite the rumors that came out a little while back about them exploring the origins of the First Order. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Sean says here it looks cheap, and I kind of get that in parts of it. Like,
you look cheap, Sean.
Sean's just going after a lot of people today. Just wants to get a lot of people today after him. But he the ships and stuff like that, like I just said, it's not necessarily movie ready, but it looks like most sci-fi streaming shows and most sci-fi shows you see on TV. It looks not bad. I'm not sure. Again, I'm more excited about this than I am The Rise of Skywalker right now, because the Rise of Skywalker final trailer left you with a like, just really. I thought the second trailer was the trailer they should have stuck with. They were to do a final trailer, that should have been the final trailer. The third trailer should have been the second trailer. The Mandalorian one, this one being the second one, I like the look of it. It gives you a little more, gives you a little bit of action, shows you some of the creatures, gives you some of that stuff. So
those blurgs they're riding, on that cliff or whatever. That's at least it's a cliff and not a Star Destroyer or something.
It actually looks more like
my little
like
space pony.
It almost looks like Doombox.
No, they I believe those are those blurgs.
They're going all in with those, aren't they?
Yeah. They because those were Those look like bipedal creatures, and they already showed a blurg in one of the in the first trailer, when it had a dude was like just moseying up to him on one of them, but yeah, I mean, but here's my dilemma though. Here's my dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how to watch this without actually purchasing the streaming service, and I really want to watch this when it comes out.
I can probably help you figure a way to do that.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly, I might have ways of you getting to see this.
Yes.
Just saying.
I mean, I don't, you know, I got enough people paying attention to the Voorhees family in relation to you know, teenagers coming up missing and dismembered and whatnot. I don't need to add media piracy to that.
And like I just told Sean, it won't be piracy. And you know, because I cannot confirm nor deny that I know somebody who may or may not have tried to possibly pirate something of Disney, who got a nice little letter from them saying, by the way, we know you did this and we are watching you. And if you don't get rid of it, and if you do it again, we will send Jasper and Jason Voorhees to your door and kill you. I cannot confirm nor deny. I may or may not know somebody.
Well, who? So, you mean some Disney sent somebody a letter like that?
Yes.
Well, I don't.
It was an email.
I don't know why that they bringing up our names, because we have not talked to them, nor accepted any work contracts from them.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that maybe they're just using you guys to scare people.
I mean, well,
you guys are professionals at scaring people, aren't you not?
Well, I wouldn't. You know,
you might want to contact and send a letter to Disney and say, "Hey, stop using my name and my likeness."
You know, I mean, I don't know though. You know, the House of Mouse has got you know, a lot of money for lawyers, and you know, the Voorhees family we don't have that money, so you know, we might just have to handle that situation the way we're used to handling it. So I mean, possibly. So
no, I just
if anybody comes across Kathleen Kennedy, if anybody comes across Kathleen Kennedy or Bob Iger with some machete wounds, that may or may not be from a Voorhees.
That's true.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I mean, I think it's worth it. I think this will be worth it. I mean, I haven't seen anything that makes me think that this is going to be woke. I've heard some people say, oh, it has to be woke because they're not showing us anything. But I think they showed us a little bit more in this. There's some dialogue now. There's more expansion. Go ahead.
Well, Christopher, the only woke thing that I've ever really heard about this show is that rumor about First Order origins.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, as far as what I've seen
Mhm.
with my own two eyes, it doesn't look woke.
No,
And
I'll put it
and,
this way: when I
and
watched,
I hope to God that it's not.
yeah, I'll put it this way: when I watched the Batwoman trailer, I was like, really, I liked the look of it, but the way that they sold it, I was like, this is just going to be Batman man bashing the whole time, and I've kind of heard that that's kind of how it is, and so I don't see that in this. I don't see anything that shows that it's going to be anything like that. And even if they show the origins of the First Order, I'm not sure if that's completely woke. I'm not sure. It depends on how they approach it. But I mean, if we're getting something that's within that 30-year period that we didn't have anything that we've asked for some context on, maybe they'll give us some sort of context. I mean, they have a lot of backtracking to do and a lot of explanations they have to give for those 30 years in between, Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. And if they have to do it in TV series, I guess that's fine, but they better start doing it. And I mean, I by now I would have said, you know what, tell Mark Hamill you want him for, 2 seasons of a show where we show 30 years of his life. But
yeah, well, and this is supposed to be like 4 years after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, it's gonna. But I like it. I like it. I just.
Yep.
I just want to figure out. I just want to figure out how I can possibly watch it without actually giving Disney any monetary gain, which at the same time, though, I mean, if I had no other recourse but to pay for it, I just because of the fact that the people that are involved with the TV show, Filoni and Favreau, I in my mind, those boys deserve to be compensated for their work. So in a way, I feel kind of bad for trying to sneak around the whole payment thing.
Well, I don't know if that's what you're going to do. I mean, I mean, like I said, the viewing won't be pirated. So if you view it through another means, perhaps going over to somebody's place that you might know someone who has Disney Plus, something like that, they'll get their money, but the viewing would be free for you. I wouldn't worry about that though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can you can tell me what you may or may not know about that process after we're done broadcasting.
Yes. Let's see here. Will Gentry is talking a little bit about the Batwoman, saying that it's so far respects Batman. They've not S'd on his name yet. The real problem is simply that it's bad. It's so bad. Barely watchable bad. Let's see here.
And Will is a British gentleman.
Yeah. And then he goes on to say, you have no idea how much it sucks.
Well, I
and then
didn't.
Sean says that they have disrespected Batman. So,
I mean, not that I want to get off on a Batwoman tangent on a Mandalorian stream.
I understand
review thing, but how can a show about a lesbian character suck? Because I I mean, there's nothing to suck, right? When it comes to lesbians, I don't know. Correct me if I'm. I don't know.
You might have a point.
The PC police might be coming and knocking on my door momentarily, though, for making that statement. But yeah, well, I guess there are a couple of things that lesbians can suck on, but anyway, I don't need to be thinking about that, or I might have to take my machete to myself. Well, because we Voorhees people, we don't like people when they're fornicating and stuff, because I mean, if you've seen any of our family movies, you know that if you're having sex,
it bothers you.
Yeah, we're gonna get you,
and you can't be held responsible because you've told them it's obvious. I mean,
right?
They're run out in the woods and do things they're not supposed to do.
Right.
Then what do they expect? Especially when they're on your guys' land.
Yeah. Well, but
I mean,
so yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, however you decide to do it, because I will neither confirm nor deny or advocate or whatever I'm trying to say of people not paying unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
As Sean said, we both firsthand know somebody who has received a letter for trying to pirate Disney, and I would not suggest anybody pirate anything, and I would not suggest anybody pirate Disney for sure. So that's not what we're talking about. So
even though one of my favorite Disney characters happens to be a pirate,
Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah,
that's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yes, it's Sean says you need to be equal opportunity slashers.
Yeah. Oh no, have you not seen any of the Voorhees family movies? I think we're pretty equal opportunity.
I think you are.
Yeah,
for sure. In fact, sometimes I think you might actually be a little more attention to give a little more attention to men than you do the women. I think the women, you just slash them, and I think the men, you spend more attention with them.
Well, women have enough slashes and gashes to begin with, so
True.
Yeah.
Very true. So definitely,
Kermit the Log taught me that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kermit the Log is a frog of much wisdom.
Yes, and he's a big fan. He's a big fan of our Voorhees family movies.
Yes.
Along with other classic horror films that started around the same time as we did.
Yeah, I believe Pink Floyd even stole a line from him and changed it a little bit. I think he says, if you don't eat your pork, how can you have any pudding? How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your pork? Isn't that something he says?
Right? Yeah. You can't have any pudding if you don't eat your pork. No.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, then. Yeah.
I plan on watching this though.
Oh yeah, man. Me too.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm more excited
for
this than I am the last of the Skywalker saga now.
Yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And this is coming from somebody that doesn't really know a lot about it. Because I don't do the leaks and stuff, so I'm pretty open-ended on this. But after that last trailer. My God, how can you be excited about that movie?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I mean, it's everything with the sequel trilogy has been visually stunning, to say the least.
Well, of course, I would hope so with the
You know,
tools at their hand.
but
They are Disney.
that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. It's like it's like all flash. There's if it was a dog, it would be all bark and no bite. As far as the sequel trilogy goes. So yeah, it's I don't know what else to say about that.
No, not much.
Well, I just wanted to come on here long enough to play the trailer and talk about it a little. And so we're called here with this stream.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, Jasper.
Mr. Knight, I appreciate you coming on, and Johnny Carson. So
yes, Ed's backstage right now, actually, and Doc's over there, ready to give us a lead out. So thank you very much. This was a wonderful show, and I'm pretty sure we have plenty more for you next week. Yes.
Okay, well, maybe you're Johnny Carson and I'm Ed McMahon.
Oh, well, there you go.
After that impression, yes. All right, all you good YouTube people, be good, stay safe, lock your doors and windows, especially on Friday the 13th. And maybe put a like a copy, a DVD copy of one of the Friday the 13th movies in the window, and we'll leave you alone, because we'll be like, oh, hey, those guys are fans. So we're gonna leave them alone. We'll leave them alive. So yeah. All right, everybody have a good night.